The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
So far, the Raiders have proven to be a factor in today's NFL, as they are currently the number 5 seed for the playoffs at 6-3 and have climbed up to number 8 on NFL.com's power rankings. Remember, they've played the 4th hardest schedule to date and have wins against 2 top 3 teams, with all the starters that have been out from injuries or COVID. For the most part, the Raiders have won shootouts as they were scoring and giving up over 30 points per game at one time. But last Sunday, they ran the ball and played defense in their 37-12 win over the Denver Broncos. Sure, you can say that's just the Broncos, but you have to start somewhere. I'm not trying to say this is everything, but it is very encouraging. The more ways you can win a game, the better off you are. And the only other time this Raider team won that way was in Cleveland in 35-mile-per-hour winds. The running game just needed to get back on track, but the defense made some adjustments that can very well continue their improvement. Let's take a look and see what you think. First, I gotta give props to quarterback Carr, who's balling, throwing pinpoint accurate passes. And he's finally starting to use the legs God gave him to escape once the pocket collapses. He's even creating magic on the run. And he still throws one of the best deep balls in the NFL. He's even starting to throw more of them these days. They just have to catch him as tight end Darren Waller drops this one. And first-round pick Henry Ruggs drops his first pass on a deep ball of all things. I wanted to see more of that, particularly with the running game not working early on. I said, oh man, conservative John Gruden showed up again. And it wasn't working with Josh Jacobs or with Devontae Booker. I thought conservative Gruden showing up might lose the Raiders the game. But they pay him and not me to coach the team for a reason. He stayed patient knowing he would eventually bust open. Next thing you know, gains of 1, 2, and 3 are turning into 10s, 20s, and touchdowns. Josh Jacobs start looking like that guy that's almost impossible to bring down again. That vision and that ability to cut didn't go anywhere. That stiff arm. That patchwork offensive line gave him avenues to run through. It even became easy work near the goal line. Jacobs had 112 yards with 2 touchdowns rushing. He also had 4 catches for 24 yards, including this. Oh. Jacobs was tired, you can believe believe Devontae Booker went in there and got down himself. He's a sledgehammer just like Jacobs, so having both of them will wear opposing defenses down. Their vision, burst, and power are similar. If not for their jersey numbers and the fact that Booker's a little bigger, you could barely tell them apart. Watch the power here. Oh. Booker had 81 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns himself. Now we're on to the defense, and I'm going to start with my concerns. Corner Trayvon Mullen was able to make this play here, but he didn't look right. That strained hamstring of his is really holding him back. He's not quite as twitchy. So the Broncos picked on him relentlessly. He's going to barely get off the ground on this jump ball. And here, he can't just plant his foot and explode to the ball. But Mullen is a warrior, so he was going to be out there for his teammates. I'm just not sure it was a good idea given how gimpy he looked. Another concern here is LaMarcus Joyner. I know, I'm a broken record. Deep balls and in-breaking routes that go across the field are hard for him because he can't run. See the separation? Here he's going to get caught holding him because he knows he can't run across the field with him. Here comes the fight. The Broncos know damn well they don't want that work. Another concern is when the Raiders are in zone defense. The good news is they rarely ran it last Sunday, and the bad news is it was an automatic completion every time they did. Here comes another one. Easy work. Something positive did come out of one of the easy completions. It's called a fumble. Get your ass out of there. You ain't getting nothing in there. I'm going to give Eric Harris a little credit here. He was able to jump one of those shorter routes, which is something that he's always been able to do. As most of you already know, I just don't trust him on the back end. Jeff Heath is more of a do-it-all safety. He can come up and rock a running back after lining up in the box. He knows when to jump a shorter route. And he knows when to stay deep and keep everything in front of him. He gets rewarded for it there. After a 2-interception game Sunday, among other things, a pairing with Jonathan Abram as safety should be imminent. First-round pick Damon Arnett is back, and the Broncos tried him early. But the Broncos did not find what they sought with him, so they went elsewhere. Backup Nevin Lawson showed up out of nowhere last Sunday. That was a nice pass defense right there. But it was a good thing he showed up with Mullen being so gimpy. We already knew the difference middle linebacker Nick Witkowski makes in the running game. He is going to come downhill on you. And he's a tackling machine. But what he's recently been able to show us is that he can cover. What was defensive coordinator Paul Gunther thinking taking him out on passing downs? Watch this amazing interception here. Is he not the best football player the Raiders have on defense? Corey Littleton is killing the Raiders in coverage this year. Meanwhile, Nicholas Moreau has improved. And he's been showing it since Littleton went out on the COVID list. He's showing some physicality too. Oh. He has shown himself to be good blitzing off the edge as well. He gets a sack and almost a fumble there. And he's going to force an interception here. Look at Nazub go. He's trying to score. Cleveland Ferrell did a good job against the run. He put a little heat on the quarterback too, as he got a bogus roughing the passer call. Ferrell is now on the COVID list, so it's good to have Arden Key back and playing the run well. Probably not the guy you want to leave unblocked in pass protection too. And of course there's Mad Max Crosby, who played the run well last Sunday. And of course he's the Raiders' ace pass rusher, who got to chase the quarterback around a little bit. Ended up with a sack for his efforts. And David Irving, who I have big hopes for this season, is looking pretty good as he blows this run up. He surprised quarterback Drew Lock with how quickly he closes too. Abrams putting heat on that quarterback too as he's getting more chances to blitz. He blitzes the same way he does everything else, relentlessly and at full speed. He's also starting to handle his business on the back end. Here comes a bogus unnecessary roughness call. The Raider pass defense improved the minute they stopped taking Kwiatkowski out on obvious passing downs. Morrow, replacing Littleton, who's out with COVID, has also worked out so far. And how about Heath getting more snaps? He's the main reason why the Raiders are getting more interceptions and don't give up as many big plays. And to go with that is the running game, where backup Devontae Parker gets his, and starter Josh Jacobs gets his, opening up another way the Raiders can win. Thank you for watching. See you next time.